So, good afternoon, class, and welcome to your marketing management class. Today, we'll cover product planning and development. Okay, so at the end of this session, you should be able to understand the concepts of product planning and development, define what a product is, and identify the different types of product. Explain the product life cycle and the different stages, and recognize the importance of planning in developing a successful product. Okay, so what is product planning? Product planning is the process of identifying, evaluating, and designing products that meet customer needs and business goals. So, from the definition alone, it's basically telling us that product planning is really identifying and evaluating, designing products that meet customer needs and business goals. No? So there has to be an alignment between the customer needs and business goals. No? So, for example, for Pfizer, Pfizer's vision is to become the number one pharmaceutical company in the Philippines. Obviously, in order for the business to attain its goal, it has to come up with products that will make them number one. How to do that is to make sure that they're also creating products that meet the customer needs, no? So, for Pfizer, it would be, investing in research and development to help cure patients, no? Especially those diseases that don't have any cure right now, no? So, key points ensures products are aligned with market demand. It involves research, design, costing, and forecasting. No, so it's really not just uh it's not the short term plan, no, but rather it involves really experiments, no, and research and development. It guides decisions from idea generation to market launch. So product development is the process of transforming an idea into a marketable product. No? So when we say marketable product, it's basically making sure that this idea is saleable to our customers. No? So there are different steps involved in product development. So number one, we have idea generation, screening and evaluation, concept development, prototyping. So prototyping is basically creating what you have envisioned, no, and then making it into a prototype or sample product, and then market testing, and finally commercialization. Let's try to look at one known brand in the Philippines, and then let's try to evaluate how they develop their product, no? So Jollibee, no? So every one of us is very much familiar with this brand, no? In fact, when we were kids, 'di ba? We always want to go to Jollibee. And I'm not sure, no, if that is still true when we're growing up, no. But like in my case, I still enjoy Chicken Joy, no. Yun nga lang, level up na. So I like it spicy this time, no? So idea generation class, no? So remember, we're looking at the different stages of product development, and we're looking at Jollibee. In 1970, late 1970, Jollibee started as an ice cream parlor, no? So it's not a fast food chain back then. It's an ice cream parlor, no? So the founders noticed that the customers were asking for hot meals alongside ice cream, no? Instead of just selling ice cream, they want more, no? And this is actually because of the market demand. The um, customer basically wants it, no? This sparked the idea of offering Filipino-style fast food. Screening and evaluation. So management studied whether entering the food service market beyond ice cream was viable. So at that time, in 1970s, there aren't too many fast food chains in the Philippines. So, imagine, no, Jollibee just started in 1970s. They evaluated the trends. No? So Filipino love rice meals, spaghetti, and burgers, but prefer a sweeter, localized taste compared to Western fast food. No, kaya dun, and that's why they conceptualize, the sweet spaghetti sauce, no, that every Filipino loves. And they decided to test this direction further, no? So that's actually um, set aside the Jollibee spaghetti from the rest, no? Concept development, no? So Jollibee developed the concept of langhap sarap, no? So delicious aroma and taste, no? Up to this day, no? They're still using this concept of langhap sarap, no? Unlike McDonald's, which focus on American style food, Jollibee differentiated itself with Filipino style spaghetti, ito na, sweet tasting burgers and chicken joy. They shaped the brand to highlight family, local culture, and affordability, no? So, did you know that that McDonald's is one of the um, top food chain in the world, no? And only in the Philippines they're not the number one, and that's because of Jollibee. No, so right now Jollibee is also penetrating the international market, and in fact, no, in my travels abroad, I'm very proud to see Jollibee stores. No, like in Thailand. No, recently I went to Thailand and Vietnam. I saw Jollibee stores. No, so that really made me proud, no? So there are also brands like Potato Corner, no? So it's also a Filipino brand, no? In uh, Bangkok Airport, no? I saw a stall um, for Potato Corner, no? So they're offering fries, but at the same time, they also have chicken nuggets. No, I think we don't have that in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they're simply offering fries. No? So prototyping. So recipes for Filipino style burgers and spaghetti were developed and refined in their early stores. No, so trial versions were served to gauge taste and customer reactions, and adjustments were made to suit Filipino flavor preferences. No? Prototyping is basically making the product and then trying to adjust it, no, based on the preference of the customers, no. So whether it's too sweet or bland, no, so they keep on changing, no, or iterating the recipe, no. So I'm kind of distracted by Jollibee right here, no, so that's why I'm smiling. So market testing, new menu items were introduced in a few outlets first. They get customer feedback, and it's being closely monitored. What sold well stayed, and what didn't was reformulated or dropped. The success of Chicken Joy and Jolly Spaghetti in trial runs gave them confidence to expand. I talked last, no? The very reason why they do market testing is obviously to make sure that the cost is managed, no? So imagine um, trying to develop a product and then launching it in every outlets, no, and that will entail a lot of cost, and that's why they focus on few outlets first, no, and these are the outlets where traffic, no, so when we say traffic, people are really coming in and out, no, and as Jollibee is trying to re-envision or expand its horizon by becoming a fast food chain, no? So obviously people just come and go. So there are a lot of products that Jollibee introduced before that are no longer available right now, no? So if you're really a fan of Jollibee, back in uh, late 90s, they have this product called 39ers, no? So by just paying 39 pesos, you'll have a meal, no, with drinks, I think, no, if I'm not mistaken. But then they have to drop it because of uh, the cost, no. So obviously they cannot sell as low as 39 pesos right now because of the inflation. No? And then we have number six, commercialization. So Jollibee officially launched its full fast food chain model with a menu designed for Filipinos. Ito class, no, the reason why they're also changing their recipes in when they open stores in different parts of the world. That's basically to make sure that they're also appealing to the local market, no. So for example, in Vietnam and in Thailand, no, so their spaghetti sauce is not as sweet as in the Philippines, no. So I tried it, of course, no, even their burger, no. um and in fact, I think it's in the US where I tried Jollibee that they don't have rice. So imagine Jollibee without rice. So the company scaled rapidly across the Philippines, later entering international markets. So today it competes head to head with global giants by focusing on cultural identity, consistent product innovation, and strong branding. No? So recently, um, they offered itong ano, Chicken Joy, spicy Chicken Joy. No? Uh, and obviously, this is really uh, just enticing the adult market, no? So it's not made for kids. Okay, so that's only shows that Jollibee is continuously innovating their products. So why is it important to do product planning and development? So number one, it reduces business risk. As you know, entering into business may also entail huge investment. No? So we'd like to protect our investment from different risks. No? And as you know, also, we have this concept that the higher the risk, the higher the return, which is true. But then we have to make sure that we have calculated all the risks involved, no, and make sure that we mitigate them in order for us to, come up with a solid decision out of different factors surrounding the business environment. No? Number two, it helps organizations stay competitive. No, so like for the likes of Jollibee, for example, how can they be com how can they remain competitive with McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and these are international brands. In the Philippines, I think it's more of a more cultural, no? Plus the affordability. Though right now, probably because of inflation, no, the prices are so much the same with McDonald's or Wendy's, but it's already rooted in our culture that every once in a while we go out as a family, children will ask their parents to go to Jollibee, no? So it's even in the advertisements and television ad commercial, no, by Jollibee, it really focuses on family, no? And then that's all that this culture is also being introduced to international market, no? So and then it anticipate customer needs. So, in BGC they opened Jollibee Cafe. They don't have a cafe, but they now uh trying to be more competitive with McDonald's because McDonald's has McCafe. No? So in BGC they opened Jollibee Cafe. And I haven't been there. I just read it from the news before when they launched. I'm not sure if they're doing well, but then every time I eat in Jollibee, I order their iced coffee. No? Ensures efficient use of resources. No, so like I said, uh, prices can be different in each Jollibee store. And that's because there might be challenges within the area. No? So for example, Jollibee in Boracay. So that's a classic example. Its product offerings there are pricier compared to here in Metro Manila. Again, that's because of their commissary. I think the commissary of Jollibee is in Laguna, if I'm not mistaken. And then it provides a roadmap for product success. Again, going back to the uh, essentials of planning, it's basically setting up for success. No, so again, there's this concept that we if we fail to plan, no, um, it's just giving us the you know an undesirable result. So what is a product? Again, here class, no, let's define what a product is. Product is anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy a want or need. There's difference between want or need, no? So and we often define it as needs. These are our basic needs. Needs for clothing, for shelter, for food, no? Wants are somewhat um you actually can live without. But then you have to still satisfy it. These are commonly luxury items, no? Or something that just you just want to have or good to have. So what are the different types of products? We have consumer products for personal use like food, clothing, gadgets. Industrial products. So these are used for production or business. So we have machines, tools, your computers, your furniture and fixtures, services as products. These are intangible offerings. No? So we have education, banking, healthcare, massage, spa, facial skincare. No? So these are intangible offerings, no? Services. So product life cycle describes the stages a product goes through from its introduction to withdrawal from the market. No? So let's look at the different product life cycle. Introduction. So this is a stage where we launch a product. Obviously, this is also the stage where we invest in the product. No? And then there's also low profits. Why? Because we're still just introducing the product. Number two, growth. No, so this is where we see increase in sales, no, market acceptance, and rising profits. And then maturity, so peak sales, competition intensifies, profits stabilize or decline. And then there is the decline stage. No? So falling sales, product may be withdrawn or reinvented or reinforced. No? Now let's look at the different strategies, no, in each product life cycle stage. No? So for introduction, because you're just launching your product, obviously we have to heavily promote this to also build awareness. No? So we have to make sure that people know our product. We have to make sure that people know that we exist. No? So that's the introduction phase. Growth. So we have to improve our quality and expand distribution. No? So when our product is already seen and it's already building in the market, we make sure that we are present, no? So like in the case of Sari Sari store, no? So I think I mentioned this to you in one of our sessions before, no? So there are two Sari Sari store or convenience stores in a community. In order for us to make sure that people come to us, we make sure that all the products that the customers would want, no, from a community are available in your store because the next time around people will just go to the other store, whether it's a few or more steps away from their residences. No? So in growth stage, we just need to make sure that that we are that our placement in store is visible. Maturity, so differentiate, innovate, and competitive pricing. So when our product set is mature, meaning there's really a lot of competition around, no, offering same product, we have to make sure that we differentiate our brand from the rest, no. So what are the different examples of products in maturity stage, no? Telecommunication, for example, no? It's now in a mature stage, no? So make sure that each offering is well differentiated from the rest, no? Then we have decline. So for decline, we make sure to harvest profits, discontinue, or relaunch. So if we see that the sales is declining, we understand why, and then there's the opportunity for us to innovate and do so. And then if there's really none, then we discontinue, or we just stop this product from being marketed. Okay? In order for us to understand this product life cycle, let's look at some of the known brands in the Philippines. No? Introduction stage, Sanmig Coffee 3-in-1. So when instant coffee mixes were first launched, Sanmig Coffee pioneered the three-in-one sachet concept in the Philippines, no? So back then I thought it was Nescafe, no? But then it's Sanmig Coffee. And then they also innovate this, no? Upon introducing, they also launch Sanmig Coffee Zero, no? So it's a product innovation, but basically less in calorie because it doesn't have any sugar. So marketing program, they heavily advertise it on TV and radio to build awareness. Free sampling. Ito class, this is very true, no, for products like Sanmig Coffee. They offer free sampling or free taste, or even free sampling in different sari-sari stores, no. Sari-sari stores, these are the convenient or local stores, no, within the community. Affordable sachet pricing to encourage trial. So the goal is to build awareness, educate consumers that they can enjoy coffee instantly without sugar and cream preparation. No? Kasi, uh, you know, uh, Filipinos would like to prepare their coffee. No? So by mixing coffee, creamer, and then sugar. Then here comes Sunmig Coffee 3-in-1. Okay. Growth stage. So ito, let's talk about Jollibee again. No? So after initial introduction, Jollibee Chicken Joy became a strong differentiator against McDonald's. So some of the marketing programs that they have introduced expanded outlets nationwide, even in provincial towns. Kaya nga 'di ba, in the Philippines, one of the key indicators to get a feeling that a certain locality or province or city is really progressing is when they have a Jollibee store of its own. Okay. So in your province, check out whether there is Jollibee store because it's telling you that people has the buying power. No? They have the capacity to buy because Jollibee entails a lot of business research, no, and market analysis in order for you to be awarded with a franchise for a certain location. Aggressive family-oriented campaigns, no? So we have Langhap Sarap heartwarming TV ads. Again, this is rooted in our culture, no? So we're very much family-oriented. So they make sure that all their marketing programs also follow that uh, cultural routine, no? We're really very much about family. And then continuous product innovations, no? They introduce family buckets, combo meals, rice pairings, no? Meron pa tinatawag ngayon na Jollibee Super Meals, no? So where you have spaghetti, uh, burger, steak, then chicken, rice, 'di ba? So combined in one plate. Pero hindi combined, no? Not mix. No? It's just in one plate. I know I know you've been through Jollibee a lot of times like me. No? So the goal is to strengthen brand preference, capture larger market share, and expand distribution. Okay, so maturity stage. No, San Miguel Pale Pilsen is in maturity stage. So it's a heritage beer brand with decades of dominance in the Philippines. So some of the marketing programs are brand loyalty programs, so sponsoring fiestas, sport gigs, and concert. No? Kaya meron tayo, di ba, tinatawag dyan na Oktoberfest. No? Line extensions and packaging innovations. So they introduce litro cans, small bottles or small cans. And then competitive pricing and bundling with events, promos to maintain market share against emerging brands like Red Horse and imported beers. No? So the goal here is to maintain leadership, differentiate through emotional branding. Sarap ng San Miguel. No? So again, uh, in maturity stage, um, there are a lot of similar brands competing with one another, no? So you have to make sure that you up your marketing programs a bit. Excuse me. Then we have this decline stage, no? So Colt 45 beer, once marketed as a strong beer for the macho segment, no? Sales dropped due to changing consumer preferences and stronger competitors like Red Horse. No? So marketing programs so reduce advertising spend, limited availability mainly in selected bars and stores, attempts at reinvention through packaging redesigns, and repositioning as a stronger choice. No? Kasi between Colt 45 and basically they're of the same offering. No? So Red Horse, di ba? Ang lakas ng tama pero di ka ano nga yung what's the tagline of Red Horse? Lakas ng tama pero di ka wasak. Parang ganun. I'm sorry if I didn't get it no verbatim. No? So goal is to either harvest remaining local loyal customers or attempt reinvention through though with limited success. No? So that's the decline stage. No? So in order for us to really get a full grasp of the product life cycle, let's take a look at other brands no in the Philippines. Introduction stage, no? So obviously, like we keep saying, so it's product launch, high investment, low profits, no? So some examples would be GCash during their early years, no? So they're focused on financial inclusion, send money through your phone, diba? And then right now, GCash is really one of the uh, platforms that we use daily, no? So during pandemic, they actually offered it for free, you know. So imagine you can send money and receive money from and to anyone within the Philippines, no? At no cost. It's also their way of offering a viable solutions for the Filipino families during pandemic, no? And it's really a powerful marketing program back then, no? So marketing, so it's free 50 credits, strong influencer endorsements, and heavy digital ads to encourage adoption. And right now, as you know, and I'm sure even yourselves, no, you have your GCash account, no? Especially during Christmas, no? So people would like to simply receive cash instead of gifts. Grab Food, no? Philippines launch, no? So initial promos like 1 peso delivery fee, discount vouchers, no? So partnerships with top restaurants for exclusive offers, no? So back then, when Uber was also present in the Philippines, you know, they're really competing with one another, offering so many vouchers, no? But then, um, Uber exited the Philippine market and GrabFood dominated it for a while until Food Panda came in, no? So, but still, GrabFood is still number one. No? So, Netflix in the Philippines during the early stage, no? So there's free 1 month trial and low monthly subscription. Heavy use of social media campaigns to target young digital consumers. So ito plus, right now because of the imposition of VAT to digital platforms like Netflix, no, it's also a challenging time for socials. I mean, online platforms like Netflix because their subscriptions is now higher by 12%. And obviously, this has to be passed on to their subscribers. No? So like in my case, I'm a subscriber of Netflix. I have to pay 12% extra. No? Okay. I also subscribe to Disney, no? So at least with Disney they offered a 1 year subscription at a lower price, no? So I was able to also participate in that marketing program, no? So I was really happy about that, no? I think I get it for a few hundreds only, no? As compared to thousands for a 1 year subscription. Yes, Eda.
Sir, ako may gusto lang po akong
Yeah,
i-share kasi
sure.
feeling ko super sulit po niyang purchase. So, ayun, speaking of subscription po, hindi po kasi ako nagsusubscribe sa mga Netflix, tas 'di ba ang dami pong devices na pwede i-share.
Mm-mm.
Eh, since student po, tas minsan po nasa labas ng school, eh di kailangan po ng data or wifi, ganyan.
Aha.
Then, may na-discover po ako na
Sige
yung
nga, ano
Dito
yan?
app.
Anong,
Ayun po, yung
anong app?
Dito app.
Dito.
Yung Dito SIM po pala yun. Dito SIM na kapag po nag-purchase sa kanila ng around 100 o kaya naman po 129 ganyan. Depende po sa data na want nyo. Then meron po silang free subscription sa Prime Video, ganun. Or depende po
Wow.
sa gusto nyo. Minsan may ano pa po yung mga local like Viva Max ganyan.
Ah, okay.
Tapos, may parang premium pa po sa YouTube. Tapos around ano lang siya, sir, parang 100 and 129. So, ayun,
Mm.
nabudol po ako.
Ah, nice. Pero
Tapos
nice
good
yun, no?
for, ano na siya, 1 month.
Ah, nice. Tapos, Eda, kumusta naman ang experience with Dito? Like,
Okay
how's
naman po.
their connection,
Mm,
services?
kaso po kasi minsan may mga dead spot. Like for example po sa school, sa building B first floor, wala po siyang signal
Walang
as in X.
signal.
Pero kapag umakyat ka po ng third floor, ayun, malakas na po yung signal.
Okay, sige
Ganon.
nga. Thanks for the tip. Kasi, right now, I also have subscription on Prime. Meron din akong HBO Max, tapos Apple TV, no? So, ewan ko ba? Uh, like I said, no, during my free time, I really watch movies or series, no? So, palipat-lipat ako dun sa mga platforms depending on their new offering, no? So, thanks for the tips, Ed. Yun, pwede pala natin gamitin yung Dito SIM. Okay. So, moving on, let's look at other brands, no, on growth stage. So again, when the product is in growth stage, we have to make sure that we're seeing the product to generating increased sales, market acceptance, and rising profits. No, so we have Mang Inasal post-acquisition by Jollibee Food Corporation because as you know, Jollibee Food Corporation owns a lot of other food chains. So like Goldilocks. I no, not Goldilocks. Is it called? No, not Goldilocks. Red Ribbon, So we have Mang Inasal. I think Greenwich is also Greenwich and Chowking, apart from Jollibee, are also under their umbrella. No? So Mang Inasal unlimited rice campaign that boosted sales dramatically. Ito class, no? Prior to being acquired by Jollibee, they don't offer this. Yet when they were acquired by Jollibee, ayan na. So unlimited rice. And as you know, Filipinos love eating rice. Rapid brand expansion to malls and provincial cities. SM Super Malls, no? So 2000s growth, no? So branches opening across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Heavy marketing as family leisure destination beyond just shopping. Plus, they also offered this prestige or yung mga even SM Advantage, no, giving you points which you can also use to purchase products from the store, no. So it's really a good marketing program. Now let's look at the some of the products entering the maturity stage. No? So we have peak sales, competition intensifies, stable or even declining profits. Now let's look at Smart and Globe Telecom, no, pre 5G era. So market is saturated, duopoly established, no. So they're the two major network or communication providers really competing with each other, no? So their marketing would be price wars, unlimited text and calls, promos, loyalty programs, no? So back then, remember it was Sun Cellular who introduced unlimited text and calls, no? And it became very successful, and that's why Smart or PLDT actually just bought them out, no? So it's again back to two. And we have Dito, no? So but then its reach isn't as powerful as Smart and Globe, no? Good thing right now is there's a law basically allowing other international players to enter the telecommunication industry, which is really good for us, no, for us consumers, because there will be a lot of choices available for us. Plus, no, because they're competing, they're now going to offer a more product offerings, no. So like right now, I have in my phone, no, so I have I'm subscribed to Smart Postpaid account. Yet I also have a Globe electronic SIM, no, kasi because there are provinces where Globe is stronger than Smart, no? They're also, and then vice versa, no? So just to make sure that I'm connected wherever I am, I'll make sure I have two SIM cards with me, no? Or SIM. One is a SIM card and the other one is electronic SIM. Bench, again, a brand which we are very much aware of, no? So Bench, its peak dominance with endorsements from local and international stars, no? So we have Lee Min Ho and Catherine Bernardo, no? So and right now I think it's SB19. Aggressive expansions into perfumes, cosmetics, and accessories. They even have Bench Active. So ito yung mga sportwears nila. So as you notice, in maturity stage, they're trying to uh, intensify, make sure that their presence and they're heavily competing with the other players in the industry. Then we have the decline stage, no? So falling sales, phased out or reinvented. So some examples, brands that are well known in the Philippine markets, we have Kodak Philippines. It is once the top film brand fell during the digital camera and smartphone shift. No, so there are still photography enthusiasts who would use films, no, in capturing their photos. But again, because of the innovation and then digital era, no, we're now just using our mobile phones, no. So like in my recent trip, I use ano nga ba to? Insta Go 3S. Ito class, no? Um, check out for this camera. It's really very useful. It's just a small camera um that you can use, no? But I also have my phone, no? So, it's easier to use your smartphone, no, to capture the moments. So, limited reinventions, printing solutions provider, just an added information, no? Kodak actually was the one um who also introduced digital camera back then, no? But then they didn't realize that it's going to be massive, no? So they just introduce it, but they didn't go for it in full. Then we have token text, no? So TNT prepaid brand under smart. Again, token text is smart. So lost traction as users shifted to Gcash, Messenger, and data-heavy communication. Because right now we don't actually need unlimited calls and texts. Who use text right now or SMS text, no? When we have connections on Messenger, no? So we use Facebook Messenger, IG, ano pa ba, WhatsApp, Viber, no? So WhatsApp, I use it mainly when I'm abroad, no? But it's actually Viber and Messenger here, no? Ano pa bang ginagamit natin in terms of communicating to other people? I'm not sure. TikTok is also a messaging platform. Not sure. Uh, Then we have Goldilocks, no, Polvoron, traditional packaging. So overshadowed by newer local snack brands now trying to revive with modern packaging and variants. No? So again, during the decline stage, it's either you decide whether to keep the brand or phase it out. No? So I'm not sure if you still recall, there is a brand before. Let me just recall what the name of the brand. Ah, anyway, I can't remember the exact name of the brand, but it's basically um, a solution that you put into your fruits and vegetables, no? So basically, it's saying that it offers that it's really cleansing your fruits and vegetables, no, from fertilizers, insecticides, and all, no, making sure that it's really um, make your produce healthier and cleaner for that matter, no? But then it was only um it was only present for a while because we're just by washing it through running water will do, no? So then sometimes we just soak it in water, especially apples, grapes, no? We don't really need to use any solution to do that for us. Siguro that would be your assignment, and let's figure out what that brand is, no? It's easy to check or look out for that brand. Okay, so let's summarize what we have learned so far during this session. So product planning ensures alignment of products with customer and business needs. So product development turns ideas into real marketable offerings. A product can be tangible goods, services, or experiences. And finally, product lifecycle guides strategies for managing products over time. Okay, so I'll stop there, no? So that actually ends our session for today. But let me